Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel. First, let me apologize for the long layoff that I've had. I want to give you all kind of an explanation of everything that happened, the reason for the long layoff, and get you all back up to speed as far as where I'm at in my fasting journey. I am currently driving right now, so apologies for the camera. But I wanted to, my daughter actually has been pushing me. She's like, Dad, you really need to put another video on there. And I'm like, I'll get to it, I promise. And we've been so busy, I haven't been able to, but let me back up and start from where I left off. 100 days of fasting. I was going for 200. I made it to 100. And there's a reason why I only made it to 100. The reason I only made it to 100 is because about 4 or 5 days prior to the 100-day mark, I started having some impaction issues. And if you're not familiar with what impaction was or is, which I was familiar previously, I've never experienced it to this degree. But it's essentially when you can't go to the bathroom. You're severely backed up, and it's essentially, for myself, TMI, I'm going to be graphic, I apologize, but basically like I had a softball stuck up inside me that just wouldn't come out. So I went to the doctor, obviously, and the doctor, did some tests and stuff like that. And she went ahead and she advised me to get off the diet. This was day 99. She said, go ahead and quit fasting and start incorporating foods. Maybe that'll help to it's gonna sound gross, to moisten it up, to kind of help it get out and stuff like that. So to give you all kind of a brief rundown of what happened, I dealt with that for probably about 3 weeks. And it was, I will say, physically probably the most awful thing that I've ever had to deal with in my life. It was so bad. So obviously now you know why I didn't have a desire to make a video when I was going through this impaction, because it was it took a mental toll on me. It was extremely discouraging. It was discouraging because I wasn't ready to get off the fast, but I always told myself, if anything medically happens and or the doctor says I need to get off the fast, that I'll listen to my medical provider, that I'll get off the fast, that, I want to be safe in all this. I don't want to cause myself any harm. So I did. I got off the fast, and about, 14-ish days later, finally took care of the impaction and everything was fine. As far as when I came off the fast, broke my fast with bone broth. Bone broth for a couple days, 2 days to be exact, and then moved on to, I did kind of a mix of vegetable and chicken broth. And then I incorporated some, a salad. And then I did some chicken noodle soup, but I didn't really eat a lot of the noodles. I kind of ate around the noodles, ate more of the soup, and didn't eat a ton of the chicken either. So it was more just kind of the veggies and the soup, because I didn't want to just kind of shock my body with the starch of the pasta or the protein. So then after that, kind of weaned my way into eating some protein, just light, very light seasoned. Actually, I don't think I seasoned it at all. Chicken is kind of how I introduced it. And then some carbohydrates, introduced that last. And there was no issues as far as the eating coming off. I had no issues there. Never got sick or anything like that. The only issue was, again, it was the impaction. So just to kind of look back on my 100-day fast journey, definitely a success. Still extremely discouraging because I had that goal of 200 in mind, and I had no problem. And for myself, I had no problem of hitting it. The only issue was the impaction, it stopped me. And I know other people who have fasted this long, such as John on his channel, The Fasting Fat Man. He had this issue as well. However, he was able to get it dealt with prior to, I guess, reaching the level it did for me, and he was able to continue his fast. But happy to say that I am doing great. Now, the reason for such a long layoff, the initial reason was the impaction. Obviously, I didn't, like I said, didn't want to do a video because I was discouraged and I was down and all that. But the reason it's been so long since then is we've had a lot of stuff going on, personally. I'm not going to get into all that, but we've had a lot moving and all that stuff. Another reason why I'm doing the video on my phone and not doing the video on the camera that you would normally see, because with the move, I don't really even know where that camera is at. So that's kind of an issue. And then I am currently staying with my grandpa because we are building a house, so I'm currently without a home, and my grandpa's in kind of poor health, so I'm staying with him, helping take care of him, because he actually recently was hospitalized, and we all feared that it was COVID. I hope you all are staying safe out there. We all feared that it was COVID, and it was pneumonia. So thankfully he's feeling better. He's on oxygen now, which I fear he's going to have to be on oxygen for the rest of his life, but he definitely needs help around the house. And I'm glad that for this time period, for however long it is, 6-8 months, however long I'm there, that I can be there to spend that time with him and help him get by. Now, as far as fasting, when I started eating, I immediately put on about 10 pounds, right at about 10 pounds. And then once that initial refeeding was over, I got into OMAD, which I did OMAD for one meal. So I would do essentially a 23-hour fast, and 1 hour a day I'd eat. Then I kind of mixed it up and did a 20-hour fast with a 4-hour eating window, and then went down to a 16-8 just to kind of see and gauge the differences between kind of all these different eating windows. I am currently doing a fast right now. I am 12 days in. This is day 12 of my fast. My intent on this fast, and I'm just going to play it by ear just to see how I feel. The intent of this fast is 75 days, to see if I can do 75 days. It shouldn't be an issue. Like I said, I'm on day 12, not hungry at all, feel great physically, taking all of the supplements that I took before. The only thing I think that I'm really doing different is I am intentional about how much water I'm intaking. I believe previously that was something that really kind of hurt me in getting impacted, is that I wasn't taking in enough water. While I was taking in the electrolytes and the salt and all that to retain the water, I wasn't actually taking in enough water. So that's something that I'm very intentional about this time around, is making sure that I am drinking water all the time, because sometimes, especially at work, you get busy and you forget. Just because you're busy doing something, you don't think to drink. But for myself now, I make it a point to remember water all the time. That, and then moving, because my job is a very sedentary job, desk job, if you will. Can't speak, sorry. But making sure you're getting up and moving and getting your body moving, getting that blood flowing. And that's kind of my direction that I'm headed now. 75 days. I have not had a chance to read through all the comments on my previous videos, but I do want to say thank you to each and every single one of you, because you all are amazing. You all are part of the reason I do this. You all are the reason I came back. You all are the reason I'm fasting again. And if not for you, I think I'd be probably in that same weight situation that I was in 2-3 years ago. when I was pushing I was pushing 600 pounds. And I thank God I am far from that now. I never intend to go back there. I will never go back there. No, not that I don't intend. I will never go back there. And thank you all for your encouragement. Thank you all for your comments. I'll start updating, obviously, more frequently. I apologize again for the quality of this video and for how long it took for me to finally get a video updated. But I love you all. You all take care, and I will see you next time.